branding. Now, when I say to you branding, what does that mean to you? What do you think of when you think of branding? What does that mean to you as a seller on Amazon? How do you interpret that? What does that conjure up for you? Let me know. What do you think? Interesting responses here. God, I love you guys. Jenny says, a recognizable name. Amanda says, more money. Athena says, something to distinguish by. Chrissy, quality, making your mark, says Pauline. I'll leave that one out there, Brad. Nick says, a range of products under one brand. Suits the landscape of the type of buyer. Differentiate your products. An identification and image. A stamp. More credibility. Trust and quality. Company with multiple products. All right. Great responses. For me, a brand is what you want your products to say to the unique audience, important, a unique audience of people that you're trying to sell your products to. That's what I think of when I think of a brand, okay? So that presupposes, of course, that you've actually thought about who you're going to sell to. Because if you haven't considered who you're going to sell to, again, that's you put yourself into that horrible place where the only thing you get to compete on is price. And again, that's a recipe for disaster. That ain't going to work, not long term anyway. So can you therefore have a brand, a real brand, without first considering your customers? And I don't think you really can. So to answer the questions, Nick says, are there situations where it's okay to create a brand on your first product? Well, if you go through the process of choosing your product properly, you will have already thought about your customer. You will have already thought about their unique situation, their unique wants, needs, desires, etc. And you will have arrived at your product based upon those questions that you asked yourself. And that, in and of itself, is 9/10 of what brand is. And then the only last part of that is to consider the name of your product in light of what your product will solve for your customers, and the logo of your product in light of who you're going to be selling it to. And if you do those things, I think your brand kind of does itself. When you think about your audience, your brand kind of writes itself. So, Bronwyn, it is really, to begin with at least, as simple as having a brand name and a logo. It is as simple as that to begin with. However, that of course presupposes that you've actually taken the time to understand your marketplace and who you're going to sell to, and now you have a greater awareness about what name will resonate with your marketplace and what style of logo will resonate with your marketplace. But really, at its heart, a brand, as far as we're concerned, is a logo and a brand name. But it's the thought that's gone into it beforehand that differentiates you from the rest. And so that's kind of what I want you to focus on. It's the understanding of your marketplace that will make the biggest difference. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.